Year Anniversary of Equestria Daily, and we have a few extra guests as usual in order to celebrate. And I would like to introduce Seth.
Hello.
Phoe.
Hello.
And Ferret.
Hi.
Calpain will be in a few moments. So we had a bunch of questions surrounding the 5th anniversary, and I want to just dig right into them. So, Seth, this question is for you. Has anyone on EQD, or I guess you, since you own the site, considered selling it to Hasbro?
Oh, boy. Hasbro doesn't really talk to us ever. We've had a lot of people offer to buy the site, just out of nowhere. Usually from Facebook. I don't know what it is with Facebook. They're always on there sending me Facebook messages saying they want to buy EQD for $1,000 or something. And it's usually just like the biggest joke on the planet. I have no idea what they're thinking. There's this guy that rejected his fanfic a couple of years ago, and he wanted to sell it or buy EQD for $5,000 so he could post it. It's like, that's what we get for offers. But from Hasbro themselves, nobody's ever brought it up. I mean, it'd be kind of hard to resist a couple million. I'm not gonna lie, but I don't think I'd want to, just because I've spent so much time on it over all these years that selling it would just seem like a waste, in a way.
I wonder what the actual net worth of the site is.
It's impossible to determine just because everyone says something different. I mean, I've had some that say like 500,000. I've had some that say 250. It's up there though. It's in a couple hundreds.
Okay. It's also a question of how you're valuing it. Like, are you putting the value on the name of the site itself, like the name recognition, or are you putting the value on something else, or
right? The estimates
concept.
The estimates would only ever give you based on page views. They don't view your brand or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's what makes me wonder, because market value fluctuates based on the interest of the buyers and what they're needing it for.
Right. So if Season 6 rolls around and Hasbro's like, hey, we really want Equestria Daily to be a thing in the thing, just to bring back a bunch of old fans that weren't around, maybe they'd offer more than, say, like, what the random sites would offer, It'd be that sort of thing. But I don't think many people would be willing to pay for that brand other than Hasbro.
Yeah.
So it's kind of...
At least with a price point that's respectful.
I sincerely doubt that even Hasbro's interested, not even hypothetically, I doubt it comes up.
Right.
Yeah, I can't imagine it. They're like, hey, it's a fan site, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, they don't want to touch that.
No.
They know the fire surrounding that.
So
imagine EQD suddenly gets whitewashed.
Oh, God. It would be so PC, it'd be incredible.
Can you imagine if, just a suited guy comes to each of our doors, they get all of our addresses somehow, they're in the Illuminati or something.
Yeah.
And, you get a business suit. We were joking about this during the panel. We get a business suit guy that, goes to our door. He's like, post this. And we're just
Here's a suitcase full of money. Post
yeah. Just dump a suitcase full of money. And I'm like, this isn't clean money, is it? They're like, close enough.
Are you going to take the money, or are you complaining? No, sorry.
Yeah.
We're going to get a visit later from the government.
You'd think people would offer money to post things, but nobody's ever done that. And so, EQD is completely clean. Well, you know what? Actually, no, the book. The book we were actually talking about before the podcast, they offered me money to post it. And I didn't want to post the book. It was just too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Did you want to tell the story about Littlest Pet Shop?
What's that story?
When the hub was wanting you to, spotlight a little bit of Littlest Pet Shop, because I think that would be kind of indicative of your, attitude towards, selling the site. Because I think you like having the site not ordered by anything. You like to post what you want.
Yeah, no, I don't want commanders. It's fun being the commander. But, no, back when we were doing that premiere thing with the Hub, when we went to see the premiere of Season 2, I think. Yeah, Season 2 with Chrysalis. They sat us...
the finale.
Yeah, the finale.
Yeah, the finale, whatever, premiere, finale, same thing.
Literally the exact opposite, but okay.
There's 22 episodes in between.
Yeah, it was originally the premiere, wasn't it? Or was that Discord? I forget.
One of
Discord was the premiere.
No, originally there was a plan to make one of those a premiere instead of a or from a finale inserted for whatever. You know what? Who cares?
That wasn't the one, though.
That was Magical Mystery Cure. That was going to be,
The
like,
finale.
yeah.
Oh, it was Discord. It was the Discord episode. It was going to be the finale of season 1. That's what it was. They weren't going to end it with at the gala.
Whatever. Continue.
Anyway. So
Poor
they sit
Seth.
down at the table and they're like, "So we got this new show coming out. It's definitely going to be the next Pony. It's going to be amazing. You have to go watch it. You have to check it out. You have to report on it." We're like, "Well, we got to see it first, right?" We're like, "What is it?" And he's like, "Oh, it's Littlest Pet Shop." I'm like, "Oh, okay. Well, we gave Pony a shot, right?" And it comes out, and I mean, it does have a little bit of following, but the characters are just really awkward looking. Like Blythe, the main character, I couldn't get around that at all. So
They
Yeah,
just
we
have
never
that
touched it.
Bratz doll look where,
Yeah.
you feel like their necks are going to snap any second.
Yeah, because their
You
heads
know,
are
they're
so
like,
big.
no, no, crack.
she's got these cute little puckered lips and stuff. I was like, "Oh, I can't report on this. I got nothing for this." So no, that's what happens when you don't like something. You're not going to post it, right? But it does have a little bit of a following going, even though it seems to be ending, isn't it? I think this is
Yeah,
the
I think it was canceled.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it got canceled because they didn't sell enough toys.
Oh, see, that's the thing about Pony. We gotta start buying more toys. Gotta buy all the toys.
Dude, I got a closet full of toys. I've done my part.
Yeah, I have like packing containers that I gotta get rid of old toys. I don't know what to do with them. I was thinking of putting them out in a contest, but it's like old stuff nobody would want. So
If you go to like one of the old pony sites, like I think there's one called like MLP Arena or something. If you talk to people on there, there's a lot of people who collect like the old stuff who might be interested.
I mean, like actual old G4 stuff. Like someone sent me 20 Trixies, just 20 brushable Trixies. I just have them. I don't know what to do with them.
I'll take one.
Yeah. No, see, that's the thing. I could do an event passing out Trixie figures, but it costs so much to ship them everywhere, you know?
Mhm.
Like, especially over in Europe. Like a $5 Trixie figure to ship to Europe would be like $20, 20,
Yeah.
30 bucks. So I might as well just PayPal them the money at that point. Go buy it yourself.
Yeah, but I mean, this one doesn't have authentic Seth DNA on it.
Yeah. That's a selling point, isn't it?
Seth clone?
For some fans, I'll bet it would
Yeah.
be.
Well, you can start your own whatever daily if you can clone the Seth DNA into a new Seth. 'Cause I'm pretty sure that if anyone else was running EQD, it would have ran into the ground in a year.
Oh yeah, no, it would have fallen apart.
You need to have that obsessive personality. I guess I have a really...
I know, you need to be creepy and have no sleep.
Well, no, like that's why I think you're kind of amazing, Seth. Is like, yeah, you're really like random and off the wall, but at
Yeah.
the same time, you do get stuff done.
I respect you a lot for your work ethic. I don't
Oh,
know
God,
how
yes.
I don't know how it works, but it does, and that's what counts.
It's very random, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's kind of like a panic system. I slack off for a week, and then the final day comes, and I'm just all out panic, and I'm way past the date, and things are going crazy, and everything's breaking, and you guys have seen this a million times. You've seen things collapse and
Yes.
barely fixed.
And you come into the chat, you're in hysterics. Oh my god, what do? I didn't post anything today. Don't worry,
Yeah.
Calpink fixed it.
Yeah, and then we bug Calping, he fixes it. We'll find a way.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what science does. That's what a degree does. I need to get a degree
Oh, the
some.
site broke. Where's Calpink? Oh, never mind. It's okay. Seth is around. He fixed it. Yay!
All
We
right.
fix each other's stuff.
This next question is for Phoe, but we can all kind of pitch in a little bit because it's it's a pretty funny question, I think. Are you amused, touched, or annoyed at the mayhem that could take place on this site?
Am I amused, touched, or annoyed at the mayhem that can take place on the site?
Yeah, and we're
I think
talking
that's a
like
fair
any...
question, considering Phoe has often been responsible for some of the mayhem, such as the Phoe post ponies now and the haha I'm posting things and you can't stop me.
Well, I
Yeah,
think he also
I
means
mean-
mayhem as like possible. Mayhem's kind of broad too. It could be like
Yeah.
the drama, or it could be how like taxing it could be, or like I don't know. Let's like pick something and just like go with it.
I say, pick some facet of that question and run with it.
Yeah.
Well, gosh, I mean, I don't know.
Do you enjoy all the chaos that happens? I mean, do you enjoy that, you can just take over the site on April Fools and post whatever you want?
Yeah.
I mean, that kind of freedom is cool and everything, and sometimes some good stuff has come out of it, and there's been some really silly stuff. I had a lot of fun with the haha I'm having fun and you can't stop me tags. But I don't know. Extended chaos is really draining on your creative batteries and whatnot. So I guess the real answer is that in the long run I found it very tiring, which is why I don't do a lot of stuff anymore, because it's just EQD has no
EQD doesn't
rules
stop.
really, or structure, or
It has no brakes.
pauses or anything.
Yeah.
There's no brakes on the train, and I want off sometimes, but you can't get off because it doesn't end. So
Yeah. There's no breaks. There's no vacation time. Vacation doesn't exist with EQD.
It's
No.
true.
It's a dangerous website.
Calpain,
Alright, so-
are you
Oh.
amused, touched, or annoyed at the mayhem that could take place on this site? It could be either the posting schedules or, like, drama, like, say, Magical Mystery Cure happens and the comment section is ablaze. Do you find it amused, touching, or annoying?
All of the above?
That seems like the safest answer.
I guess it's all on context in considering the, post at hand. If it's like something that is definitely going to be filled with angry people, it's more frustrating and tiring than anything. Or if it ends up being, like what happened to me back in 2012 when I accidentally posted that derpy picture on the nightly roundup, and it turns out to be more hilarious than anything.
I don't remember that.
It is.
it was a thing.
It
It
was
was a
a
very
thing.
honest mistake.
It's amazing what a single line can do to an image.
Oh yeah. Somebody even made a sculpture of that particular picture because they were so amused by it.
Can you, like, link me that picture after the podcast? That sounds amazing.
At least I made new friends with that one. It was pretty good. So yeah, mistakes can be absolutely hilarious and wonderful like that one, or it could be annoying when everyone is raging at each other or at a post or something like that. Oh, or the rage that we get for like posting them fighting hers or something like that, and get those people in the comments.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, everyone's
Those
screaming
folks
about,
fun.
you're not posting ponies, this is a pony site!
Yeah.
We should just mess with them, and one of us should definitely go in there and say that, geez, Equestria Daily, you should be just posting ponies, and it's just a mod post.
Jeez, Equestria Daily, you guys really sold out AbagOVicodin moderator.
Them's fighting hurt is paying us now.
Oh God, yes.
Oh, wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah, we can always dream. So we got, what is the biggest limiting factor the site has when it comes to interaction with the show staff, the fans, and anyone else connected in any way to MLP? Seth.
So they want to know how we deal with interactions with the DHX and stuff.
Yeah, like, what's the biggest limiting factor that the site has, or how much do you feel the blog's style format has helped or hindered your interaction with either show staff, the hub, Hasbro, or anything like that?
I don't think it's had any major issue. Hasbro, in general, is very wary of fan sites just as a corporate idea, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So it didn't really bother us at all. Working with the hub was a lot of fun. They liked our format. They liked how we posted things. They liked what we did, and they sent us cool stuff to show on it.
I
When
miss
they-
the hub.
Yeah, the hub was really cool.
All right, so we're gonna do real talk for a moment with these next two questions. So this question is for all of us.
Real? Are we like politics?
No,
Yeah, I was gonna say. I know
not
you
that
like
not
it,
that real.
But still.
We're not. That's a bad idea. Do staff here intend to post G5 stuff, Generation 5, if Hasbro decides for whatever reason to ditch Gen 4? We'll start with Calpain.
I've talked to Seth about this a little bit on Steam, haven't we, Seth?
Yeah.
I guess isn't it that our idea is that if it turns out to be good, I think we'll just keep going with it, I guess, as long as the site still maintains a certain viewership and the content is actually good, we'll just kind of chug along like we always had.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'll keep good doing EQD until it's in the ground, but if G5 isn't, like, awesome, then I probably won't be as dedicated. That'd be the only difference. But I think they kind of know what they're supposed to do to keep it going at this point. They just got a new pony model, too. I mean, the pony model's a big reason why everyone likes this.
Yeah, it's just such a simple and amazing model. It's great.
It's super easy to draw. It's appealing. It's just a fun little model. So I mean, it just depends on if it looks like Philly Fantasia, we probably won't be as into it.
Oh, the
Yeah.
Fantasia looks so adorably hilarious. Come on. The opening
but
episode's about
nostrils.
cupcakes.
I think they could have fixed Philly Fantasia if they just gave him nostrils. They look so weird without nostrils.
You and noses, Seth. You and noses.
Oh, yeah.
Talk about adding or removing stuff. GMod ponies weird me out because they have human lips. It's creepy. It's like, why is the pony wearing lipstick? I am uncomfortable.
Yeah, their lips are a little weird on the models. They kind
just
of
get the-
jut out a little bit.
They just jump into the uncanny valley for me. It's literally like, I can watch GMod and I like the GMod stuff, but like, I can't watch a lot of it because then it just starts to creep me out. And I'm just like, oh no, I'm not okay with this.
They are a little
That-
just in general. I think in the right hands though, they can be made to be appealing. But I wish
like
I don't
Argo
know-
Demon,
What's up?
like Argo Demon stuff.
He nails it. He makes them work. But I don't know anything about making models or how Source works or anything. But I gotta wonder why those models? Why not all the other amazing 3D models out there that we have? Like we posted these 3D print ponies a couple days ago. It's like Lyra, Daring Do, and Derpy, and they're amazing looking.
Those are really good. I was really happy to see those again because I remember, like, when the first of them came up, I got a vinyl for a friend of mine, and actually, it literally shipped. I think 2 days before the copyright hit. So I really managed to just dodge the bullet on them. But it was really like, I really like that model. Why didn't you see more of it?
I think it's because Source Filmmaker is really easy to use.
I could see
Well,
it.
yeah, but why those specific SFM ponies? Like, why have we never made variants?
Yeah, because we've been posting Adriatic Core's ponies, and they look pretty good, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there's different SFM models, not just the ones that you see in every single video.
Really? Which ones are those?
You've been posting them lately, Seth. Adriatic Core, whatever it is.
I don't know. Those are they're just 3D. I think they're Blender. They're made in Blender. I'm saying, why don't we have posable models other than the main ones? You know. But
And I think that's a lot of it is, like, actually I don't know a lot, but what little I know is that actually making good puppets in GMod is really exhausting work. Like, it takes a hell of a lot to make it, like, look good and move well, let alone, like, actually animating with it. So I think a lot of those are sort of the most detailed puppets out there.
So we need to
it may also
thank the first person that made the SFM models because they started a revolution that nobody else wants to try and do.
So, like, when you think about, like, creative endeavors and stuff like that, things like SFM or any kind of video making whatsoever is exhausting, regardless of what you're doing.
Yeah.
And it is, like, infinity times more fulfilling to make a movie than it is to make a model that somebody else will use to make a movie. So, like,
that's true.
In terms of, like, motivation to make more stuff and find more variety and get the exact right fit look for what it is you're trying to do for your project, the return on investment is so tiny, or it feels so tiny for things like that, like, you just can't really blame people for not being interested.
Oh, God, no. Like,
That's
I
a good way to put it.
wasn't by any means trying to blame people for it. I can fully understand. Just at the same time, they really weird me out.
Well, the models could use an
I just
update.
hope they were, like, more and better things for that, because I can't watch that stuff. It just seriously weirds me out.
Oh, so you've got to do more than I do.
Like a lot of the SFM videos. The ones that are made by really well-skilled people that aren't like stiff and clunky and weird
No, see,
looking.
you say that, but every time I look at them, I'm just like, and I can't do it. So, like, I don't accept that argument as valid. Like,
Try the Argo Demon ones or the Phyrexis ones. Or
I have.
You have, and they don't do anything for you. They're just
No,
not.
you're not.
Yeah, let's move on.
Alright.
So, is there a single post that you made on EQD that you'll always remember, be it for good or bad reasons? We'll start from Seth and work our way down.
Start someone else for this one because I've been talking the whole time. Let's
I'll do mine, and mine is the pandering editorial for the obvious Applejack joke reason. That is the one that I will always remember for both good and bad reasons because
that was pretty cringy, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
I remember just sending it to Seth, and Seth, you were like, "Oh, this is good. Post it." And then
I skimmed past that part. Oops.
yeah, and then the
Yeah.
comment section was like,
Just exploded.
hate my face.
You're
And
big-
then yeah. But it's like it sucked for the first like hour, and then after all of that, it's just now a funny story from now on.
Yeah.
That's the one that I think of the most. And then being able to work this month with all of those like fandom icons has been really fun. Lost Narrator, Silver Quill, and all of them. I have one final for this month, but those posts that I will remember until the end of time. Just because Silver Quill's voice is like chocolate. How about yourself, Calpain?
Well, I mentioned one already. That good old roundup from back then.
Mm-hmm.
Let me think. Oh, geez, for good or for bad. I think I was one of the first people to confirm Equestria Girls was coming and made that post. That was fun. Like the actual confirmation, I think it was like in that New York Times article or something like that. It was a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
Remember how terrifying it was knowing about that before it came out?
Oh, God.
Knowing the fandom reaction, because we knew about Twilight getting wings and Equestria Girls like months before, like a year before.
We did. That was our time. That was our time when we were like actually knew things, and it was like, oh gosh, when's this going to hit?
Yeah,
It was like, oh god, it was like
wow,
preparing
this-
for
this-
the end of the world. But
It was equivalent. It was around there.
it felt
it
like
kinda
it to a
was,
lot
yeah.
of people.
Season 3 it sucked.
It was like,
Oh.
what was that movie? The Day After Tomorrow? And the frost is just like anger.
Pretty much.
So I'd say that one, the nightly roundup one, and the first time that Phoe let me participate in the ATGs with her, that was a lot of fun. I really like doing those. I love those events, so it was really cool to be part of those. Still is. We got to plan the next one.
We do. Because now we have new artists.
How about yourself, Ferret?
Oh gosh. Probably like the first interviews I did with the staffers. When I first joined EQD, I went through and interviewed all the blog ponies. Because those were just really cool, just getting to talk to everybody and just getting to know them, being like, oh my god, I'm a blog pony, what the hell am I going to do? I'm now hanging out with all my idols, panic. And I just remember everybody really enjoying them and being really positive and just having so much fun. And so many people going like, oh wow, I never knew about so-and-so. That was really cool.
Yeah, that was
I'd love to say my first follow-up, but I don't even remember which one it was. Because I was so nervous at the time.
It was Luna, wasn't it? Lunar Eclipse?
I think it was supposed to be, but I think something happened.
Huh. Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember. I know
don't even remember.
I forgot about it. And then when the new ones came around, I'm like, well, you don't have any experience. We should probably have Serial do the intro. And I didn't know you did one previously. I forgot. Completely forgot it.
It was like, no, I've done this, I swear.
Yeah. No, you've done one. I know you have. It was
I've done several.
episode 1.
How about yourself, Fee?
Gosh. I feel like I have told this story before, but for me, I think the most memorable post that I have ever made was the series of creative effort posts where I made an account for Lyra Heartstrings,
Oh, yeah.
and I had to
I
review
love
chairs.
I love those. And
I made a big mistake with the first one, and then I picked an actual office chair that existed in physical space that could be purchased. And
Oh,
I
those are
put a lot of effort
brilliant.
into making it silly and just thought it'd be this fun little joke that people would enjoy. But everybody freaked out and thought that Equestria Daily
Yeah,
was
turning into a chair review site.
being bought out a bunch of really weird advertising revenue and oh, this is what it's going to be now. We're going to
oh
shell
god,
out chairs. You sold out the big chair. It's The end of times, oh my god, this site is dead now, I hate it. And I was like, oh no. But, no guys, it was a joke. This is
Honest, we were kidding.
I just wanted you to laugh, and then nobody did. So I tried again and reviewed the throne in Buckingham Palace, but
Yes.
I
Nothing
don't
beats that first one.
I need to look up those posts because those posts sound amazing.
They were hilarious. I remember them.
And like,
Yeah, I love them. They're great.
They
when
were so good.
how could you say I sold out to big? Like, when do you get to say I sold out to big chair in your life? Like, you should really think of it that way. You got to say a phrase that you thought you would never say in the world.
well, I didn't know it existed.
Exactly, and that's like the beauty of it. It's like a Nobel Prize for untold speeches.
Well, I do see a lot of YouTubers with new chairs. Like Trump. Did you see Trump? Not Trump the president, but Trump the card game guy. He's got a brand new, amazing looking chair that's like $1,000. So I bet there is a big chair out there just looking for people to put chairs on.
Yeah,
So-
gaming chair companies. Yeah, all the
Nuts.
they sell all those. All right, one more real talk, and then we're gonna go into a little more silly questions. So.
dear.
Honestly, how many of you guys in the staff are kind of getting tired of the pony stuff and feel they might move on after a while? I feel I'm hooked on to pony as of now myself, but I can understand if some of you might want out of the game. Passion runs dry sooner or later, after all. I'll start, and then we'll start with Phoe and then go to Seth, but personally for me, I'm not really tired yet. I'm more tired of making stuff. But not as much tired, just I've been doing it a lot recently. I think I'm just the miniest of burned out. But this most
You
recent...
could take a brief break to recharge.
Yeah, I just need to not commit to so much stuff in a month, because now I have college starting up too, and I got a part-time job as well, so all of it is kind of boiling down on me. But as far as Pony is concerned, I love Pony. I want more Pony, and I can't wait for season 6. So I would not say I'm tired at all. How about yourself, Phoe?
I mean, I'm not tired of Pony.
Mm-hmm.
I still watch, enjoy, consume, I guess.
Yeah, you're just not posting for EQD much anymore. You're doing your own
Not
stuff.
really, no. I mean, because I guess that's the distinction. If you want to talk about it like that, I burned out on creative output for Pony years ago. I mean, I don't like talking about it, but
Mm-hmm.
you only have so much time and energy in a day, a week, a year, a month. I don't know why year came before month, but it did.
Because you're American and you write the date wrong.
This is true. We do.
No, we're the only ones who read it correctly.
Month, day, year. That's how you write it.
They got voodoo time over there in Europe too. Ridiculous.
Right. So, when when you're really into something like Pony, it has this tendency to be like a leech on all of your other activities. And it starts filtering, the thing back in the day, and still kind of a little bit these days, is to ponify everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
That's kind of what happens, is all of your ideas get filtered through Pony. And it's well, I could do this, I could write this really cool story about ponies, or, I could write it about literally anything else. I could tell a story and go to write a book and have it be entirely my own thing, or I could let ponies continue to trot around in my brain and just have it be a fanfic. Or I could start building my brand outside of Pony, or I could just keep ponying. And that was a lot easier, but after a while you get kind of sick of having them be your sole creative focus. And I don't have the capacity to focus on too many projects at once without destroying all of them. So I just kind of made the decision some time ago to stop letting Pony be my raison d'etre, as it were. And I don't know, I'm kind of happier that way. But I still really like and am passionate about the fandom, and really encouraging more stuff to come out, because it's all really cool.
Yeah, definitely. kind of moved from more of like making your own stuff to wanting to push people to make stuff too, because there's a bunch of people that, you know, I'm not gonna stereotype, but there's a lot of people that aren't really confident in their works. Like when I've been doing this whole month of video editing and everything, I get so many comments of people that are just really not sure of their own abilities, and it's like you just gotta like either do it or like push other people to, because like you and we've all done stuff. We all have like posted stuff and provided editorials, content, and just stuff that people love, but the people and the fans that like do that stuff, they don't realize that they could be in our position kind of too if they just want to make stuff and work really hard to get better. And that's how I feel that the transition works, possibly.
It's a big transition sometimes. It's very hard to break in sometimes, but it's totally possible. You just gotta go online. You gotta look at what other people do. You gotta pull up editorials, or not editorials, tutorials.
The big challenge is that it's easier to run with the status quo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's hard to figure out how to stand out, especially, you know, when there's so many options of what people are doing. It can be really hard to figure out where you want to stand out and where you can stand out.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
And there's always new stuff too that you never know where it's gonna go.
Yeah.
Well, the barrier to entry on new stuff is really high
Yeah, it's true.
because you're like running in entirely untapped circles, and
I mean, who knows what we'll see in a couple of years, just from the fandom as we move into either more G4 or G5 or something.
cyborg pony waifus. I don't know.
Yeah.
We're gonna get that Transformers crossover.
Oh yeah.
Oh God, it'll happen eventually. But as for me, I'm obsessed with ponies, so I'm good. I get a little bored posting things sometimes, like certain sections of the site I'm less enthusiastic to post, or certain animations come in and it's like, oh, I really don't like this joke, but I know everyone else will like it, so I'll post it anyway. But pony itself, I'm a lost cause. I'm just obsessed with pony, so it's all good there. Ain't no fading.
How about yourself, Cal?
I'm pretty much still into it and stuff like that, though my involvement might go down as I finally finish up the very last of my education, finally get a job.
Yeah, I remember you talking about that a little bit ago. Really proud of you, buddy.
Yeah, thanks. But yeah, I'm pretty into it. I get discouraged sometimes. I don't know if that's just part of like the depression I have every so often. Sometimes I get into a funk, especially if a lot of posts I make don't end up in the popular post or something like that. Like makes me feel like no one actually reads anything that I write. So that can get me down, though. That's probably just part of the depression and the whole when I get it that way, feeling useless kind of thing. But otherwise, I'm pretty happy to just make my normal posts each day, handle emails, talk to people, stuff like that. So I don't see myself really burning out. It's not as exciting as it was like those first 2 years when Pony was just insane and everything was so fresh and new, and you know, everyone's had that feeling before when they first got into this.
Yeah.
So
I've told my spaghetti stories here already on a few podcasts.
So yeah, I'm good to go for now. Well, future might change, might not, might be able to find a good balance. I mean, even if I do end up being a teacher, it's still like only a 7 to 3 o'clock job, and since the blog's 2 hours behind me, I basically get home when the blog's just starting to do its thing for the day. So might just luck out there.
Yeah, don't underestimate a teacher job though. You might have a lot of papers and stuff to grade. I
know. They stay behind. They stay behind quite a bit at school, and I've graded my share of papers before when I was doing college classes. So yeah, I know how that can be. It gets really hard. It can get really hard to balance it a bit.
You should be one of those teachers that just does bullet point tests with the Scantrons. Because I had a teacher, like, she didn't work at all. Like, she did Scantrons for everything, and it was just like, yeah, I don't grade papers. That was her thing. She doesn't grade papers. She doesn't like grading papers. So it was all Scantron. So we all really, really learned the ins and outs of Scantron during that year. What pencils?
Oh, that's terrible.
No,
Yeah.
it was it's fine. Like I had no problem with the bullet point test.
No, that sounds awful.
Really?
It sounds like a lack of effort in
You
teaching.
want to do like essays and stuff on tests?
So,
Well,
the
see,
problem-
that you're approaching it from the like, oh, I'm a student and don't want to do any work thing. But like, you don't learn anything.
Yeah, like from the point of view of the teacher is the one who should be educating you.
Well, she was a really good educator.
There's like nothing in there to inspire passion or like.
No, the class itself was really good. Like, it was a fun class. She kept it energetic and interesting, but she hated grading things. So, like, the test is such a small part of it. I think our education system focused too much on the test and less on the culture of the classroom. And I think her approach was good. Like, less focus on doing these stupid tests that we have to do to make the overlords of the school happy and more focus on just keeping the class fun.
That's a better way to put it.
Yeah, I guess the way I brought it up at the beginning was bad, but the way she...
You didn't make it sound like that. You made it sound like she was lazy and just doing scantrons because they're less work.
No. I mean, sure, there probably was some laziness in there, but she was a good teacher anyway. It was
Ferret, how about yourself?
kind of a whatever.
Oh, I don't know.
I know you still pre-read. You still help do the pre-read
I'm
stuff,
still-
so...
I'm still stuck on Pony. I'm not going anywhere anytime soon.
Yeah, definitely.
I like Pony too much. That's not going to happen.
They're too adorable, and they're too easy to, like, make your waifu. It's just like, why would you go anywhere else?
Yeah, I'm
And-
looking at the
I'll stick to
top one inside.
people, thanks.
Anime is terrible right now, so...
Yeah,
Not really. There's actually some really good stuff out right now.
Was there? Does it like
Yeah.
No Game for Life was my last one that I really liked. Everything else was just sort of the same.
My
Or-
love story is actually really funny. Shogeki no Soma Food Wars is pretty cool too.
Oh, is that the food anime?
Yeah,
that's
that's
like
the
a
food
parody?
one. And the other
There's
one
a
that's just
food
started that I...
anime?
Yeah, there's lots.
Dude, like 3 came out this year.
What?
Yeah.
There's 3 of them?
Like 3 popular food animes.
Oh my god.
So
Isn't
it's a
it
thing.
crazy? It's madness. Yeah,
Because
the other one
watch-
I really like actually is called Secco Boys, which is, it's literally this chick working for an idol band, which is composed of 4, like, carved marble busts. So there's St. Giorgio, there's a Medici, who's literally just called Medici. They don't tell you which one of the Medicis it is. He's just Medici.
That sounds like a fanfiction.net
I know.
story
Yeah.
on the top
Absolutely
page.
hysterical.
My
You know,
god.
Really just
I
like, this
watched
should
a while
not be as
back.
good as it is.
There was this one where the devil's working at McDonald's or something. That was really funny.
Oh yeah, the devil is a part-timer, I think.
Is that what it is? Yeah. No, I had
That's
the
pretty
Japanese
funny.
back then.
Oh
was-
god.
So, Phoe, being one of the people that helped cement the personality of our mascots, do you think that Trixie feels threatened by our new mascot overlords?
Well, she absolutely should.
Wow.
Jeez, Phoe, that's
Trixie.
brutal.
What does that imply? Wow, that's so, like, heartless.
I let her know.
People don't know this about Spotlight, but she lusts for blood.
Oh, yeah.
If Trixie's gonna get in her way, she better watch out, because you know things are gonna get
There
real
will be blood.
very fast.
Yeah, we gotta wait for the release where we write our fan fiction and completely explain how Spotlight viciously murders Trixie and turns her into a cupcake. That's not been done before, right?
Oh god.
No, that's totally different.
You just brought that up.
And it's fresh and new material, I'm sure.
Yes.
One of you should write a fanfic about Spotlight though. You should get on that. That'd be fun.
I mean, I can, but I need a little time. I don't know Spotlight, man. She's too cute, and if I like put her in any bad situation, I'm gonna feel bad.
Yeah, the fandom is one will rise up and smite you down.
Yes.
They'll just be like, no, this is unacceptable.
Well, Alistair's doing this Ask Spotlight blog on EQD, so that'll be interesting once I
Yeah,
get
that
going.
should be
Yeah.
cute.
That
Yeah.
will be fun.
So that's just one of our many new ideas that we're doing after those discussion posts that I posted up asking for suggestions. So, which again, I still check those like every once in a while to get a comment. If you guys have any more suggestions, just let us know because
We do
always
listen to
stuff.
them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. We like providing more and more stuff. We just gotta have the, we just gotta start not sleeping like Seth. Speaking of which, question, Seth, how much sleep do you get?
God, not much.
Usually.
I don't get much in general just because I'm an insomniac and I play a lot of games and this stuff happens. Like I'll just wake up and there's no way I'm getting back to bed once I wake up. So that's just my life. I wouldn't blame Pony for that. No, Pony's huge.
How about
I guess
how about the rest of you, Calpain? I know you work a decent amount on the site.
I get a decent amount of sleep, 6 hours at least, unless it's an insomnia day, and I get like a couple days ago. Let me think. I had a job. I tried to go to bed at like midnight, so I got 7 hours. I stayed up all night, and then I went to school and taught chemistry, completely sleep deprived. That was fun.
Way to go.
But I taught it correctly, so that's all that counts.
That's what matters.
How about yourself, Phoe?
How much sleep do I get?
Yeah.
Not a lot, but I'm a chronic insomniac, so it's not really anything's fault.
Are we just all insomniacs?
I think
Possibly.
anyone born in the last 30 years is an insomniac, just by default. That's society. That's how it works. I don't think we have a choice.
Fine.
Oh, ferret, you're a ferret. You sleep a lot. Your Skype icon is literally a ferret sleeping. So.
No, my Skype icon is a ferret sticking its tongue out.
Oh, I thought she's sleeping while sticking her tongue out.
No, just sticking its tongue out.
I know my
It's
dog
just
does that.
"Meh."
All right. So, how many of you besides Seth love Trixie? I'll start and say that I don't like Trixie, but I can see a bunch of similarities between us. So there's that.
So it's basically the reason you don't like her is because she's too much like you.
Exactly.
I don't know, man. I can't see Trixie in you. I think you're more of an Applejack. You're a worker.
Really?
Work on.
That's complimenting in a way.
Yeah. No,
Cool,
you're
yeah.
That's compliment. There's no in a way. That's just a flat out compliment.
Trixie's like Donald Trump. She's just obnoxious and loud and egotistical, and that's Trixie.
You
Hey,
heard
at
it
least
here,
Trixie-
folks.
what's-
Seth likes a bad character.
I didn't say she's bad.
Ooh.
At least
Lead our
Trixie
country.
apologizes.
That's true. Trixie at least apologized. So what we're saying is Trixie 2016.
Yes.
Moving on.
With Sarah
Yeah,
Bareilles
that's-
is a funny mate.
Moving on, we'll start with Calpain. How do you feel about the 2017 movie? Anything you hope will happen in it?
I hope there's ponies in it.
Good. Ferret.
There's awesome ponies in it, and I would totally be. I'm just looking forward to it. I think it should be cool. I really do feel that with each EQG movie, they've been getting more and more understanding of sort of how to balance the films and how they're working and such. So I'm really looking forward to it.
Oh, that's a good point to make. Yeah,
Yeah.
that using the experience from working on EQG movies, they can definitely, maybe put that towards the pony movie.
Mm-hmm. How about yourself, Fee?
I hope that it contains scenes and shots of such awe-inspiring beauty that the entire fandom drops to its knees as one and weeps.
I'll do it.
But no pressure.
Well,
you guys don't.
I always mention that the show staff always listens to our podcast, so I know for a fact that Megan McCarthy just heard that and heard what Fee said, and now she's going to work like twice as hard too. And all the rest of the staff are going to work twice as hard to make the movie
They'll be
better.
inspired.
Also, it should have Chris Pratt in it.
Oh yeah, of course.
Well, I mean, I figured it was automatically going to have Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
Because he's in everything.
Well, yeah, but we're talking about things we want to see, not...
True.
Which one is Chris Pratt?
The one who's been in everything.
Guardians of the Galaxy, main character.
Oh, the rap.
Jurassic Park.
Yeah,
Awesome.
the guy from that one overrated show that everyone likes for some reason. He was the...
He's the raptor guy.
Yeah, but there was
Yes.
another show that I forget.
You're talking about
Parks and
Rec?
Recreation, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that show.
Yeah, he was in that.
Good actor.
He is a
Yeah.
good actor.
I haven't seen that show.
So, Seth, I might be able to answer this question for you. It's why you decided to make EQD. It's because ponies were banned on 4chan, right?
Yeah, that was it. Ponies were getting crapped on by mods at 4chan, and we had to compile up all the information before it got deleted. That was
I
what-
thought it was. I thought that came in like February or something like that, late January. I thought you started it because of because posts would eventually disappear throughout the day, and it was a good way to compile information for everybody.
There was that, and the mods were doing it. They were deleting some of our stuff, and then I got banned, and it was just like, well, there's a long laundry list of story things that happened back then. I don't really completely remember all of it, but
it's all a blur.
Yeah, it's all kind of.
One more day, we're just going to hear that EQD just came to be out of the ether, and that was the actual reason where it came from.
It was wild back then.
Any funny, silly facts about the various EQD crew members over the 5 years of the site? I will start by saying that, and I probably already said this before, but Calpain is ridiculously likable. It's really scary and insulting to your own character, because you look at Calpain, and you realize how nice of a person he is and how likable he is. And, I mean, his OC is an Earth Pony, but I forgive him for that. And
Aww.
I just look at Calpain and I'm
Pony
like,
pride.
yeah, like, how can you be such a likable person and so adorable? Because I've seen his face at, like, panels and stuff, too. He's just, like, a big, huge, nice ball rolled up into one. There's my silly fact.
Aww. We love you too, Vike.
Yay.
I give you gold star.
Yes, I get appreciation from Calpain. What do any of you have any funny or silly facts about other EQD crew members or funny stories?
Can we talk about things that happen at cons?
Yes, we could totally do that.
I have Seth stories.
Oh God.
Seth is here. We should do some Seth stories while he's here, Calpain. Let her rip.
Well, all right, but this one's not too bad, Seth. We talked about it like a little while ago. I still like that story I heard from Zimmy. I think you were rooming with Zimmy, and you came back from a party and were like too disoriented or tired or something like that. And when you went to flop on the bed, you completely missed and flopped right in front, right in the space between the beds, face first, and just laid there.
I don't remember that very much.
Well, you were pretty out of it, I heard. So I always thought that was pretty humorous.
Yeah. No, that apparently happened. I actually have no idea how it happened. I don't remember any of it, but it happened. I heard about it the next day.
Well, Seth, do you have any stories about, because, I mean, you know a lot of EQD people. Do you have any, like, particularly stories or funny first impressions over the past forever that you've, like, met us?
Met you guys?
Well, any of us. Like, any EQD crew member.
Jeez, I don't know. The first time I met you, you were shorter than me, which was, like, amazing. I was
Me?
so happy about that, because everyone else on this website is, like, way above me. So...
Am I shorter than you? I don't remember.
No, you are shorter than me. You definitely are. I know. You have, like, a leather jacket, you look like a biker or something. I'm like, wow, this guy's a biker. That's cool. And then, you were shorter than me.
That's pretty amazing.
Felt superior for the first time ever, Vicodin.
I'm like 5'8". How are you... What? Oh, whatever.
No, you're shorter than me. Just accept it.
I thought the only one that was shorter than you, Seth, was Tetra.
No, Vicodin is shorter than me. We'll just stick with that. Anyway, Calpain. He actually was a scientist, which I just, like, assumed, like, in my brain, it was, he's a scientist, right? He's this crazy scientist with, like, Rick and Morty level craziness going on.
Oh, God.
Legit, he had a lab coat on, and I was like, wow, this guy's a scientist. So, I guess me, I'm not that deep with these sort of things, with these first interactions. I just kind of go with the flow. I just remember what you all looked like at the beginning. I was like, yeah, he's a scientist. So that's me.
Yeah, I remember seeing Calpain for the first time at, like, BronyCon 2012, I think it was. I saw him for, like, 5 seconds. And he had, like, a lab coat on, and he just, like, existed, and then he, like, walked away. And I was like, oh, I want to talk to him more.
I was just so absorbed in that convention. It was my first one, so it was just crazy for me.
And Phoe, I haven't met you yet, but I really want to. I want to give you a hug.
Aw. Well,
Everyone wants to
someday.
give me hugs. She's very huggable.
Yes, Phoe is adorable and huggable, and it's probably because of the voice.
They say I'm a good hugger. I have been told.
And I can confirm. She is great. We'll have to just scientifically judge, like, her hugs on a scale, and she'd be towards the top.
This is true. Yeah, no, when I first met Phoe, that was a lot of fun too, walking around Santa Monica and stuff. And that hub event.
Yeah, no, that's
little vacation thing. I guess it was kind of a vacation.
it was pretty much a vacation. I mean, we're there for a couple of days and tried my best to do things with you. We appeared in an episode of People's Court. I mean, that
No, we are on
that happened randomly.
Wait, what?
out of the
What?
camp.
Yeah, no, because Seth came, when I lived in Santa Monica, Seth came to visit because the hub was doing their wedding party for Cadence and Shining Armor, so they were doing a special staff-only screening of the season 2 finale. And, they invited him, and because I lived, maybe 8 blocks away from where they were holding it, and he had a +1, I was like, here, just come here, and I'll save you the hotel cost, and we'll go together. And it was cool and everything. And, we went, we had fun, we hung out with people. Tara Strong made us sing Twilight Licious because she does that. And then we went back, and, because you're in Santa Monica, you can't not go to the promenade. So we're walking around showing off sights, and then all of a sudden this guy, walks up to us like, hey, do you want to be on TV? Sure, I guess. And then they filmed one of the crowd scenes for an episode of the People's Court, and then we were asked opinions on some case or another. I don't remember what the details were.
I need to find
That's
that.
pretty cool.
It's probably somewhere out there. I'm sure you could watch it on one of those stream sites.
Yeah. Oh my god. Cue me 30 days later with a bunch of coffee just running through all the People's Court episodes because it's 2 years ago. And I'm just I found it. And you guys are like, okay. And then I was just like, oh, no, I just found it. Nothing else. Seth, have you ever wanted to make a movie about your life and your time on EQD?
Probably not. I think that would be really, really awkward. But if someone offered me enough money, I probably would. That's the only way, though.
Well, I mean, we've had all these Brony documentaries. Don't you think it would be interesting to do it from the point of view of EQD?
I'm not that interesting, to be honest. I'm not that interesting. I just, I sit in my room, I post ponies, I have weird wallpapers, and that's it.
But we have 12 people who aren't interesting. Maybe if we all banded together in our mediocrity, we might be able to make something that's at least better than, I don't know, that Transformers film guy.
I mean, if we really went all out on it, we could probably make it really interesting, because there's stuff that went on over the years that was really cool, but I don't know if it'd be interesting for the right reasons.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know. It'd be a very strange situation, strange thing to do. I'd feel really awkward doing it just because I'm not really that type that goes out there and shouts out star power and stuff,
Let's see. If Seth never created this site, what would he be doing now?
What would I be doing now?
Yeah.
I'd probably have a degree in a normal job, and I'd probably be a lot more stable than I am now.
You'd be a normal contributing member of society.
Yeah, I'd honestly probably be in a better place, but I'd be having less fun. So it's you take some, you lose some.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever expected to get this far? It's very broad, but I'm assuming both the site and our own taking part within EQD. Because I personally never thought I'd be on EQD. How about yourself, Seth?
Well, when I made it, I expected maybe a year or two, but not 5 years.
Yeah.
At this point, it's kind of well, why 5 years of my life I've been doing ponies? What? Is this good? Is this bad? I don't know.
You're getting increasingly existential.
Yeah, no, sometimes I lay asleep at night or awake at night and I'm like, am I doing the right thing right now? I just got done posting a 3 a.m. post about Trixie throwing pie at Twilight or something. It's like, is this life? Is this what we should be doing? But, it's fun, so as long as it's fun, I'll keep doing it.
How about yourself, Calpain?
Well, it was a big surprise when I got let on all those years ago. I guess I wouldn't have expected me to be involved with this so long. I guess I didn't really imagine that it would remain popular enough to keep doing stuff like this for what will be my 5th year anniversary getting the ponies this month.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I had no idea it would go this far, or that there would be so many new characters and Equestria Girls movies and a pony movie on top of all that. Yeah, I did not expect any of this. Or to get far enough that Seth actually allowed me to be admin because he's so possessive over the site at times.
How about yourself, Phoe?
No. I never thought I would make it this far. How far did I make it again?
You were here since the beginning, right? I think I remember you in 2010.
Yeah, no, I was the second blog pony not named Seth. Because Serial thought I was really cool for reasons that are entirely mysterious to me. But like one conversation with him on G-Talk, and after that he's just like, oh my god, you gotta make this girl a blog pony. And it's like, okay. Then that happened, and I'm like, now what? And then I did things, and some of them worked, and a lot of them didn't, and most of that was my fault. And I continue to like sit here 5 years down the line, feeling like I could have done more than I did. I don't feel that successful, really.
I think you're successful, Phoe. You made a very big lasting impact with Artist Trading Grounds.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to be the top dog to be
Sure you do.
the best. Well,
I mean, we're asking questions about, like our success stories, and did you ever think that you'd, like, be a big success in Pony? And
well, it says, have you ever expected to get this far?
Well, like, mine is, but mine is, like, literally the story of mediocrity.
I mean, I'm pretty sure the chair
I was
post...
there at, like, the right place at the right time and then did absolutely nothing with it.
I made you as a friend. That's good enough. For me, at least. Because, like, I feel like a normie standing next to you three guys. You guys have been there since the beginning. And I came in 2015. And, like, sitting here talking... Have you ever expected to get this far with you guys? It's really surreal in a way. And funny.
Well, yeah, I agree. I agree with Vicodin, too. I mean, when I joined in, it was pretty much Seth, Yuffie, Serial. I think PK was around. And I don't even know if Zyro was around at that point. And God, when I got on there, I was like, oh God, these guys are so awesome. They're the top. They're the cream of the crop. They're amazing. I was so nervous talking to you guys at first, way back then. It's been really cool to share this whole journey with you guys, I mean, even if you don't post as much on the site or anything like that, you still have had a lasting impact on who I was when I was, first starting out, and I still love working with you guys, especially Yuffie with the ATG and stuff like that. So I still think that you've come a long way. You've made your impact. Your things have stabilized a bit. So don't put yourself down, Phoe. I think you're really cool.
Yeah, you're really good at putting yourself down, Phoe, but I think you're...
People think that the cutie mark is like a scroll for, like, creative projects or writing or something, or who knows what it represents. I'll tell you, if you unfurl that scroll, it's just an endless list of self-put-downs.
Aww.
That's all that's on it, is just different ways of dissing myself. I am a master.
Well, I'll tell you what, Phoe, you get a hug for everything on that list. So if that list is huge, you're going to get, like, a bunch of hugs.
Heck yeah. Everyone likes blog Princess Phoe. She is our blog princess.
Wait, you're a princess? Is this like something that happened while I was gone? Or not here?
It's before your time.
Oh my god. Back in your guys' days.
Back in my day.
In the ancient times, and dinosaurs roamed the earth, and...
Dino ponies.
Like 4,000 people were interested in My Little Pony, and we thought that was entirely too many.
Yeah, and are we going to hit 700k page views relatively soon? Yeah, we're at 675 right now. Million. Sorry, million.
Yeah.
It's a huge discrepancy, but yeah.
Missing a couple of zeros there, friend.
Only 3 zeros. The most important zeros. Have you ever wanted to look back to the posts you've made in the past? I know I look at some of my few editorials, and I actually looked at the most recent musician who apparently passed away. I looked at that post like a few days ago. I do that a lot. Do you?
Not too much. My thing is that I forget sometimes what things I posted and when, and then I don't know where they are or their titles. Now that other comments have been restored, I should go back to the first post I ever made and see how many people hated me back then. They were like, "Who's this Cuphead guy? Get him the hell off this site. We don't know who the hell he is. He's a spy."
I don't remember that.
Oh yeah, there was some people that were like, "Who the hell are you?" Like, kind of violent and mean. It's like, please don't hurt me. Good times.
How about yourself, Phoe?
What was the question again?
Do you ever look back at some of your past posts?
Oh God, no. No. Never, ever, ever look back at your old work unless you want to vomit.
Seth?
He's gone.
He's gone.
Oh, whoops. My bad.
There he is.
I wonder how long I've had that muted for. I've been saying stuff all the time.
Only professionalism here.
You might want to cut all that. Anyway.
Have you ever wanted to look back to the posts you made in the past?
Oh man, I said all this stuff about Phoe and stuff, and I was like, why is everyone ignoring me? I was like, okay, fine, sure. Like, whatever, I guess I'm not part of this conversation.
You literally weren't.
Yeah, you accidentally weren't.
That is just
So back on track. What was it?
amazing.
Have you ever wanted to look back at the posts you made in the past?
So the only posts I ever really go back and look at are my April Fool's posts. For whatever my Trixie reviews and my Luna reviews. I'm really disappointed the Luna reviews always do really badly, but the Trixie ones are fun. They do really well. But that's pretty much all I really go back and look at. I don't like looking at my old writing because it's just terrible. Even though I think I have more typos now. But back it was just bad writing back then. But yeah, that's all. April Fool's stuff. I love April Fool's. That's why we take over an entire day for April Fool's. And like others that just like change the color of their site or something. We just go all out. I love that day.
Oh man, I can't wait to be part of this next April Fool's.
That's right. We should start thinking of it like kind of now, because you usually ask like a week before it's April Fool's. All right, guys, we need an idea for a theme this year, and everyone's like, "Shit."
I ask a week before, and nobody says anything until like the day before, and then we got to figure it out. That's April Fool's every year. It's literally the day before.
Everyone's just working crunch time to put stuff every hour.
I'm like trying to make a banner while making 5 posts. It's like, oh god, how can I make this funny?
God, what was last year's April Fool's? I forget.
Was last year the future one, or was last year one of them? We went to the future.
Last year was when
I love that one.
Last year was when you guys were ponifying news.
Oh, was that it? Yeah, that was. Well, hold up, no.
Wait, no, that was one of them. Wait, wasn't that the first one when we were trying to be like CNN?
I forget what it was.
The first one was actually really bad because we decided to invite G1 in, and then we kind of went a little bad on it.
That made some people mad.
That did.
I don't think they've ever really forgiven us because of that.
No,
and various things.
I'm trying to find our tag for this. I guess I got rid of it on the sidebar for some reason. But what was it? Yeah, it was the future one last time. That was it. Last year was future.
Wait, so
I love that.
So you guys talked about what future pony would be?
Yeah, here's an archive of it. You can probably put this in the post and put it up too.
Yeah, let me take a look at this.
Like, the thing I remember the most about that was with the Twilight with like 14,000 wings on her.
Yeah, that was a smart one right there. I'm proud of that one. Very proud of that one.
Yeah, that was easily the centerpiece of it. Twilight with a billion wings.
Yep.
Did you give her a couple extra horns too? Couldn't remember.
No, it was all wings. I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, just wings. The whole point was they added it one more wing, because every year she gets another wing. So that was the whole point there.
Oh, I remember this. Okay. I remember seeing the thing that PRB posted. Possibly? What time is this? I don't remember what year this is.
It should all be on that page.
Brony's Gone Wild. Yeah, I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, that was a dangerous one. I wasn't too sure about posting that one.
Oh yeah, do you flash sentry take this mare to be your wife? Totally, bro. I totally remember that.
God.
It was good, but it was really dangerous to post. And then the robot one. Who did the? Oh, what? No, I didn't do the robot one. I know someone gave me a ton of really good ones for the robot one. I think it was Aquaman. That was really fun too.
Aquaman? Really?
Yeah, I think he gave me all the fun little jokes on that one. Yeah, we gotta have some fun with April Fools this year, though. That'll be a blast.
Oh my god, yeah. So we should definitely start preparing for April Fools, and I don't know. Do we want to go with like the more hateful comments, the better, or like do we want to be? I don't know. We should think about this.
No, we never have hateful comments because we don't lie. Like some sites just lie. They just lie and like, oh, her season 6 is tomorrow or something. It's like that's no fun.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
No, we just make jokes. We just make stupid posts. It's fun.
Yeah, a lot of people just are there to like get people's hopes up about something and then completely lie about it.
Yeah.
Like say some old game series is coming out of, retirement with this awesome, super cool new game and people freak out and they're happy and then they realize it's April Fool's.
Yeah, no, that's not how I like to do April Fools. We'll probably have a fake 17 list or something, but that's our extent of lying and it's super obvious.
I love you guys. I love having you guys. I loved meeting all of you, and I can't wait to meet Phoe. And I am very glad to be on EQD. And
Good to have.
It's been a fun. How long has it been? A year now? About a year.
It's been been around a year-ish, and then
Wow, a year, dang.
And then, I hope to stay on and continue doing more stuff as long as it is viable for time. Because it's awesome. But on that note, I think we should stop before we ramble anymore. And thank you very much for listening to the Equestria Daily Fandom Podcast. This has been AbagOVicodin. I'd like to thank Seth.
Goodbye.
Phoe.
Yo.
Calpane.
Nice talking, guys.
And Ferret. She was here, but she had to step out. But we thank her for attending as well. Bye, everyone.
Bye.